Welcome to the TeamMap Public App. After opening the app for the first time by tapping on the icon, I'm presented with the following screen, which permits me to choose which TeamMap team to join. As this app is meant to be used by members of the public in roughly the same area as the team is operating, it's important to select a team that is close to me. For other users, if you don't recognise any of the names of the teams as organisations operating in your area, then there is no point yet in you using this app. Most teams would not appreciate reporting from outside their area. For this demonstration video, I'm going to select a team called Alton Town, which is my local council team who have requested local residents report all issues that concern them using the app. After I tap on this team, the app starts to download the latest team data to my phone, and once this completes, I'm asked to give permission to the app to access my location. This is required because the app wants to display my location on a map, and also to use my location to pin my reports on the map. So I tap on Allow while using app. The app then asks me to type in my first name. Anything is allowed here, and I'm going to remain anonymous by using the pseudonym Citizen Khan. I only have to do that once. Now the app presents all the team reports as coloured document icons distributed a map, often orange or red. In this case we're all orange. As I also agreed to give the app permission to access location services, the display also shows my location as a brown person symbol, which typically has a thin bright green border around it. The colour of this border denotes how recent my fix is. Green means pretty good. First off, I'm going to explore the local area around the map. I can do that with two of my fingers, stretching them apart to zoom in, or squeezing them together to zoom out. I can also use one finger to pan the map from side to side. I can see sort of 6 or 7 clusters of reports here. I can also zoom the map using the plus and minus buttons in the top right hand corner. Below the map there are a row of controls. In the bottom 2 corners there are question marks. If I tap on the one to the left, I get a screen overlay which shows me what each control does. I can hide this by tapping anywhere on the screen. If I tap on the one in the other corner, I get a text document explaining the operation of the app in all the detail that anybody might ever need. I don't really want to read that now, so I'll tap on the question mark again to hide it. Between these 2 controls are 2 words map and all and 2 greyed out arrows. These are the time and filter, and I will come back later to describe them. The primary function of the app is to submit reports, and I've just found something very near me that I want to report on. It is, however, a good practice to check whether somebody else has already reported the same thing. If they have, it saves both me and everybody else time by not doing it again. So first I zoom into the area around me, and I can see there are 2 reports which are quite close. I don't really know at this stage whether these reports were recently or quite a long time ago. So if I tap on the all button at the bottom, it changes the time filter to show me today. It shows me today's date, and I can control using the arrow buttons backwards in time. So I can see that yesterday there were 2 reports. To read one of these, I tap and hold on it for a couple of seconds. This one seems to be about a dangerous metal spike in the ground. If I tap on the photograph, I can have a look in more detail, and it doesn't look that dangerous to me. If I tap on hide, I can hide the photograph, and hide again, I can hide the report. If I tap and hold on the other report, it seems to be about a flooded path that regularly floods. This one doesn't have a photograph with it. So if I hide that one away, I can reset the time filter by tapping on one day at the bottom, resetting it back to all, if I zoom in out a bit, I can see a cluster of reports pretty near the town centre. If I tap on this cluster, the app doesn't really know which one I've tapped on, so it gives me a list of all the report titles. They all seem to be out road damage. So if I click on one of them, I can investigate that. That isn't really what I'm on about. So I'll go back to my current location. I'm now convinced my issue has not been reported, so I'm going to proceed and use the app to submit a report. The simplest way to do this is to tap and hold on my person icon, and I'm then asked to type in my report. So I'm going to type these new picnic benches on which I'm sitting are very nice, but could do with a sunshade. Press on the done button. Now at this stage I've got a number of options. The simplest is to press on send report at the bottom, but I've got three other options. If I press on the back arrow, I can add some more detail. Press on the done button. I could also tap on cancel report if I've changed my mind. And the third option is to add a photograph. So I'm going to tap on the image towards the top of the screen. Because I haven't done this before, the app asks me for permission to use the camera. So I tap on OK. I take the photograph. I tap on use photograph. And I get a small thumbnail showing me the photograph I've taken. I can enlarge that. I'm pretty happy with that, so I'll hit hide. And I can now say send report. The report has now appeared on the map. I can also tap and hold somewhere else if I'm not exactly where the problem to be reported is. In this case, I'm going to tap on the island in the middle of the map, which is somewhere I can't get to. So I tap and hold there. I'm going to say swans nesting. Send report. So there's a clearer picture of a report. One other option I've got is if I've missed some information on that report, I can press and hold on it, type add more and put no sign of signatures yet. So this display shows both my original typing and the next, and if the team were to report and respond to me on this report, I would actually see their information as well. The final thing I want to show you is the I button menu, which gives a number of options. So this is above the left-hand question mark, and starting at the top of the list, I can choose whether to show titles on the map or not. I can restrict it to only show my items. So if I zoom out, I will only see me and the report I've submitted. I've got some options that allow me to keep me in the middle of a map at all times. And the final option I'm going to show you is orientate. So if I hit orientate on and I stand up, I can spin the map round whichever way I'm facing. That's the end of my demonstration today. Thank you for your interest in TeamMap Public.